I'll try my best to kind of like, what's up, everybody? Don't mind my background. Yeah. But what's up, everybody? So, I haven't really, what's up, everybody? The beginning of this video, as you guys can see, I moved back to my home. So, I wanted to talk about that a little bit and to kind of figure out what's been going on. So, I've been here for about maybe 2-3 days now. I haven't really explained anything in content or anything because this is a huge adjustment for me. I've just come from having my own space literally for the past 2 years to kind of just coming back home where again living under someone's roof, and then on top of that space is different, as well as just things like noise, things that I didn't have there, right? So it's just a big adjustment. I know I kind of look crazy, or not really crazy, but just a little bit different from what you guys are used to or what I put out there. It's because I drove back-to-back days, maybe 11 hours each day, definitely 12 hours the next day. I mean the last day, the second day. So I don't know what happened. It kind of just took a toll on my body, and I just been needing to sleep. First day out here, I slept for the whole day. Then the first night, because I got here at nighttime. I got here maybe 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. So I slept the whole night, and then damn near the whole next day. And then yesterday, I was trying to be up and at 'em, and yeah. I just needed to go outside. You know how I feel about my outside. So I went outside, grounded myself and stuff like that. And then I came back in, and I've just been sleeping. So my body has definitely like settled in. I've been on go for a while. So I think my body right now just kind of needs some rest, some mental clarity. And it's really just taking the time to be like, okay, cool. We could calm down. So that's basically what's been happening since I've been here. I've just been getting a lot of rest. And again, I think this is only day 3 that I've been here. I know I haven't been here longer than that. So, yeah. So I wanted to talk about why I came back home, and like maybe what's my plans. So I came back home because I feel like I went out to Texas to get a new idea of life, in a sense. I was going out there, I was talking to somebody at the time, and so I wanted to, it just seemed pretty cool. We was going to be living close to each other, and yada 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 yada. That didn't end up working out, and so I still stayed out there, and I was just chilling for a bit. And just overall, I just didn't like being so far away from home. I can't really say that, because I do expect, yeah, I can't even say that. I just felt like I was at a distance during a time where right now I definitely feel like community is so important to me. I really feel like it's an important time for me to, now that I'm processing a lot of things that I've been through and heal certain things, I kind of want to just give myself another opportunity to do it again. So do I plan on staying home? Fortunately, no. My mom especially knows how much I love to move around. And so she's just like, how are you going to be here? And trying to just enjoy why I am here. I don't see myself being here so short term, like a week or two. I definitely see myself being here maybe a month, a couple months, a few. Like I'm not giving myself a time frame, but I know for a fact that for right now, I am back in Jersey. And I don't know if people experience this. At first I've been wanting to come home for a while. So yeah, I'm grateful to basically have a home that I could come back to, so that I can rest my mind as much as I need to do so. I wanted to come home for a while. I just was like, in a sense, scared. I didn't really know how I would get back home, especially with having like all of my stuff and me wanting to keep certain things, but I knew I was going to be able to have it all in my car at one time. And if I'm honest, when it came to my car, I really wasn't sure if my car was going to make it back here. Like by the time I made it out there, when I first made it out there, literally the day before I actually made it all the way to Texas, my car had did something weird. So for, you know, this entire time, I just was under the impression that my car was not going to make it back, which is crazy because the amount of miles that it took to drive there, my car definitely drove that a few times in Texas, like, because it's been driving for so long, for 2 years. So I just didn't know how I was gonna get back home. So that's kind of that was preventing me from moving forward with coming back home. And on top of that, I was kind of like, I didn't want to feel like I failed in some sort of way, because, you know, we hear it all the time where people go out there and then they move back with their parents. And I'm like, I'm not doing bad out here. I'm not doing the best out here, but I'm not doing bad out here. I love my independence. I love having my own space, you know, and I felt like I was like the first to really try to attempt to get away from this, right? And so I didn't want to, in a sense, disappoint anybody or to make it seem like, oh, it's no way of getting out because she got out and look, she's back. You know, I just felt like the pressure. It was like a lot of pressure. But I realized that I'm the perfect person for whatever type of example, because I don't mind starting over and I don't mind coming back to the drawing board. You know what I'm trying to say? And I don't want ego to ever have such a hold on me that I'm willing to put myself in deficits, a deep deficit, due to the fact that, you know, I don't want to look bad on paper. You know what I'm trying to say? Where use me as an example of, when you get out, you can use me for both. When you get out, you come back, but then stand on it, because then you got to use me for that same example when I get back out, you know, like, because I know that I am. So it's like, yeah, I'm just, it's, I don't know. So I'm grateful that I came back. I'm grateful to have a home to come back to, honestly, because a lot of people don't really, you know, have no place to go back to. So I'm lucky for this one. And I really wish I can say like, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to be doing this, you know. I truly don't know. Yesterday was the perfect time for me to actually vlog my experience, because I had a full circle moment. I wish I could find it. It was like an old SD chip where my first video is me in this park and saying how I've hit rock bottom. Ooh, I don't want to cry, guys. But I've hit rock bottom and I'm just ready to change my life. I'm gonna show you guys after this. It's my mom still has my vision board on my door. That was some of the things that I was, in a sense, put into my reality, manifesting basically. So I'm surprised that she still has it up there, but still. So yeah, in that video, I was talking about how I felt like I hit rock bottom and I just wanted to change so much, and how I wanted to move with my heart. I wanted to truly be open and vulnerable for love. I wanted to change my ways that I felt like were holding me back in any sort of way. I wanted to validate my experiences as well as my feelings, because as much as I tried to hide my emotions and make them feel non-existent, I'm a very emotional person. Like, I'm eyes bulging right now with some water. I'm very emotional, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel very deeply. My feelings are just intense from time to time, where I just feel like sometimes it can't overwhelm me. It takes a lot of my mind, which I feel like, which is why I felt like it was such a negative aspect, especially when it comes to manipulation on that. I've seen people use emotions for manipulation, and I never wanted anybody to think that I'm trying to manipulate them, which is why I always use logic when I'm, you know, in interactions and stuff like that, because I want you to know that I'm thinking this through, and through my thinking I feel like you've done something versus you've hurt my feelings. You know, I'm not that. Well, I've been that, but I like when I use my mind sometimes versus my emotions, because sometimes I know that I misunderstand things due to things. You right? So yeah, I just my feelings are kind of what creates this me to feel like I'm alive in a sense. Like I don't want to be a numb person who doesn't feel anything. And yeah, so I got to that point and I wanted to change. I wanted to do different. I wanted to head in a different direction, which is crazy because this was what, 2 months before I actually made the decision to pack my things up and truly go to Texas, like I had been saying for the past couple of months. So yeah, I ended up doing that, and making that video, creating that video in the park. And yesterday, now that I'm back, I told you the first night I slept through the whole night, so I didn't go anywhere. And then the next day I slept the whole day because my body was still recovering. And then I chose to go out on the third day. Oh shoot, no, I guess that was the second day. Today's the third day. So the second day, it's gonna be my fourth night, but it's my third day, if that makes sense. You know how hotels be doing it. So on the second day, I ended up just wanting to just be like, okay, you know what, I need to get out, yada yada yada. And when I ended up getting out, I just went and I was sitting at a park, and I was like, no, I went to like the waterfront of the park, and I was just looking out, you know. And I remember walking this track before I left 2 years ago, because I used to always go to the park, and it just felt so nostalgic in a sense. And I was crying outside, yeah. And like people were behind me, people on the track, and I'm like in this small patch of grass, and I'm like, I don't want people to see me crying, but it just was like such a good moment out there. And then I was like, you know, I'm gonna go get some food. So I was going, Texas don't have it like how they got it out here. We could get Jamaican. Well, I live so close. We're at Chinese spots in New Jersey, New York. You know, it's like a corner store. We got corner stores on every block. We got liquor damn near everywhere. We got, you know, you could get 35 cents chips at any corner store. Whereas when you were in Texas, where I was at, it seemed like they ain't had no such thing as a corner store. They ain't got Chinese spots. They only got, not Chick-fil-A. What's the Panda Express or something like that. Like they don't, you can't Ethiopian food, like they African food out there, Ethiopian type food, that's more around there than, they don't even got chicken shacks, like and you would think they fuck with halal, everybody Muslim, so it's like with the chicken shacks at, with the just get a 6-piece and some fries, they ain't had none of that out there, not where I was at. So I when I came out here and I went to that park, sorry, yeah, I got excited. So when I was at that park and I'm like, I want some food, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go get me some Chinese food. So I went and I got me some Chinese food. And I was like, I didn't want to go home and eat my Chinese food. So I was like, let me go back to the park. I had my blanket in the car. And I remember right before I left, I can show, it's obviously videos out there where I'm just sitting on the ground out there in the park, and it was like my moment. My locks then, it was like little tiny babies, completely different texture, you know, had crystal around the neck, you know, when you first enter spirituality. But yeah, I was out there and I was just like, I'm just gonna have this moment. So I didn't even want to record it. I just wanted that moment. It was very intimate, so I wanted to, you know, I didn't want to post it. And I just had my moment. I sat there and I ate, and I didn't leave until the wind is stopped blowing so much, so it was like all of these bugs was just surrounding me, and I'm like, all right, because y'all, when I'll tell you it was hella. So yeah, there hasn't been much to record. Again, I've only been here 3 days, or 3 or 4 days. I don't know, I think 3 days. And so I haven't really done much. I'm still, as you can see my face, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm definitely like, I'm still tired. I feel really tired. And it might be just be a lot of things just finally, you know how you've been tense for so long that now that you're back home you can like loosen up. I think that's what it is. My body is just relaxing, and I need a few days to just finally recover and just let my body rest. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing out here. I live the tunnels, you know what I'm trying to say. So we definitely get some New York contact. I was just talking crap about how it just so happened that when I leave Jersey, all of the gay girls want to come out and say they in Jersey and they in New York. Now everybody know New York is where the gay girls at, but none ain't ever shoot they shot at me. So now I'm finna go ahead and put myself out there. I'm finna go ahead and put myself out there. You hear? But yeah, I want to see if somebody gonna shoot they shot at me out here. I'm good. SZA from well, I don't think she's from New Jersey. I think she grew up in New Jersey though. You know what I'm saying? Nah, please don't, cause I just cringed at myself. So, but yeah, we about to see what's up. I want to kick it with some people, make some friends, more friends, new friends, and just, I'm a new person, so you know they gotta match a new vibe, and I just gotta get, you know, figure out where I'm going. But yeah, y'all, I'm sorry for this long ass rant. I hope I'm gonna try to chop it up as best as I can.